Hey everybody, KC here. Hope you had a great weekend. So I was just reading a story in Deadline talking about how the era of T-commerce may finally about to blossom. That e-commerce is something that I can remember writing a story, 25, 30, 35 years ago about how, I think it was Sears, was interested in developing a way that you could actually be watching your television and order products that you saw on TV. And listen, people have talked about this for a long time. I can remember at some point people were saying, oh, how great would it be if you were watching an episode of Friends and you said, oh, I really like that sweater Chandler's wearing, or I really like that necklace that Monica's wearing. And boy, then you could just order it right there. And it's never really happened, right? I mean, you see commercials for things and stuff, and they've sort of nibbled around the edges. Never really happened. And part of the reason it hasn't really happened is things tend to run on separate platforms. And so everything's in parallel as opposed to being integrated, which makes it a lot harder. Well, go figure, that's about to change. And no surprise, it's Amazon that could be leading the charge. And the story in Deadline has an interview with a fellow named Albert Cheng. And Albert Cheng is the COO and co-head of television production for Amazon Studios. And he thinks that, as he says it, the era of T-commerce is finally dawning. And the idea is that Amazon can integrate everything. He says at one point, we have this massive global infrastructure and delivery systems and the ability to tie television and buying all into the same platform. So the idea is you could be watching something on Amazon Prime Video, see it and buy it, and it's all integrated into the same screen. And it's not obviously just Amazon Prime Video. They have IMDb, which most people don't realize is owned by Amazon. And in addition to being a great research tool, if you're interested in who made what movie when, they have an IMDb channel with commercials, but also they're going to have the ability to tie things in. And I think they're going to be investing a lot more in original production for IMDb. They've already announced that Bosch, which is just completing a 7-year run on Amazon Prime Video, there's going to be a spinoff and it's going to run on the IMDb channel. So expect them to spend a lot more money and a lot more effort on original production on IMDb, and perhaps using that as a platform on which to develop this T-commerce capability. The other place they're going to do it, go figure, is the NFL, because they've just gotten the rights for Thursday Night Football, and the ability to sell NFL merchandise while people are watching an NFL game on Amazon Prime. Well, I suspect they're going to be able to do that in a way that is remarkable. This could affect, obviously, the food industry, because what if you're watching a cooking show? I want those ingredients. Boom, boom, one click, and all of a sudden they're delivered to your house in 2 hours. That's where they're headed with this. And it's the kind of thing that the food industry needs to pay attention to. It is the potential game changer. T-commerce, maybe its time finally has come. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.